name is Jamal Cyril, owner of ATV Xperience, and we're here live with Dazzle magazine.
Hi, I'm Alana from Dazzle magazine. Do you have a new business? Well, if you do, we'd love to highlight you in our Fresh Biz series. Fresh Biz gives you that opportunity to pitch your business to a wider audience who may be interested in your products and services. DM us on any of our social media platforms at Dazzle the Mag, and let's get your business out there.
ATV Xperience is a newly formed ATV excursion in the north of the island. We're located in Bossejou, that's in Grosile. Of course, we do ATV tours, but our tours are something a little different where the reason why we call it ATV Xperience, because it's not a tour, it's actually experience. So part of our experience, of course, there is the bike riding, which is the ATV riding, which our normal ATV tours last for about 2 hours. And then we have our experience part, which is our local cuisine that is part of our package. So all of these things you get within the package of the excursion. The feedback has been great. Of course, it's not just the ATV ride or the local food, is actually our approach to our guests. We have this kind of welcoming customer service kind of attitude that when we're dealing with our guests, we try to make it fun. The uniqueness of our ATV experience is again, it's an experience, it's not a tour. We try to give people a more local experience as possible, and knowing that we have all of these different elements, which we have the transfer, which we have the food, which we have the ATV ride, we also incorporated, we have Wi-Fi on our bikes for our international guests who want to go in real time. We have all of these things. We have on our base site, if someone celebrates a birthday, we could actually set up the entire site for birthday parties and stuff like we could do all of these things in that space. And so to myself and my team, we are our own competitor. We're competing with ourselves. So we always try to outdo what we do the day before. We always try to give the guests a different experience. Every guest supposed to have a different experience so they could go back saying that, hey, I had this or I had that. You understand? So we do stuff like that. Well, right now we're using the $5 beach route and head down to Anslabut, which a lot of people, even in the north, have never been there. I myself, the first time I went there was when we opened, and I was amazed by the view and stuff like that. But we do have another route that we're going to be using eventually, which is the Cabot route, which brings a little more scenery and a little more sightseeing and stuff like that. Beautiful up there. We call it the peak of the north because it's probably at the end, very end part of the north. So yeah, we do have other routes. We're going to be doing more stuff when it comes to our routes, more attractions on our beach area and stuff like that. We also have something on the drawing board where we want to create our own obstacle course. So we could do a lot in our obstacle course. We could put muddy pools. We could do so much to add to the experience. And ATV is not just the only excursion that we at ATV Xperience gonna stay in, because the idea is to move from ATV Xperience to the Xperience tours. So we're gonna add more. We're gonna have UTVs. We're gonna do a lot more when it comes to the experience, but we want to keep it in the north of the island because we think that everything is centered around Soufrière and stuff like that. In the south, that's where all tours go. You have all the boats going down there. You have everybody going down there. And the north is like an untouched gem that we want to showcase to the wider public, not just to the local market, but to the international market as well. I think that for myself or anybody, one of the biggest challenges that you could ever face in starting a business is financials. And I know there are a lot of institutes that help people financially when it comes to starting up business and stuff like that, but it's still going to be a problem financially, because here's the problem with the financials is that when you start in a business, you have to understand that the money is not yours. And I have a saying that everybody wants to be a boss until they find out when the boss getting paid. So you understand the part where you must be able to maintain these financials. You must be able to, your business has to sustain itself financially before you live a financial life. So my advice or my experience is that what I have learned in the past years, and I have fallen victim to it as well, is like when my business make $100, that $100 is mine, but it's not mine. It's actually the business owned. So you must have some sense of discipline. So your financials is the key to success. If you're able to manage your business finance, then you will have a structured and a successful business. And always remember that the first $100 is not yours. They say to give yourself a salary, which, yes, that's business ethics, that you must give yourself a salary, but your salary, remember that your salary cannot be bigger than the business revenue. So if you make 100, your salary can be 90. So for any entrepreneur, anybody coming up, is the problem that we have is always our financials, and that's one of the things that we have to get right in order to run a successful business. The only advice I could give anybody who wants to start their own business or wants to develop a product or something is to just have patience. Because if you don't have patience, you don't have anything. Because the thing about it is that your business could do good in the first month where you open, but the second, third, it's flat. And then you will think like it's a failure, but again, it's about patience. So life on a whole, whether it be entrepreneurship, whether it be anything, it's just about patience. So it's the only advice I could give anybody who wants to start a business is just have patience. You could get us on Instagram. It's at ATV Xperience 758. Facebook is the same thing, ATV Xperience 758. Our website is ATV Xperience, www.atvxperience758.com. And don't forget, guys, to subscribe to Dazzle Magazine on YouTube. Shout out to the management and staff of Dazzle Magazine. You guys been doing a great job.